Hello, thanks for joining us. I have no idea what I'm doing, to be quite honest, but it's Friday night. We're gonna have a few beers, treat it like a normal Friday night. I've got dressed up, I put my best shirt on and everything. So we're gonna have a bit of fun. It's the Ossett Brewery Friday night quiz, all in aid of the wonderful charity, the Forget Me Not Children's Hospice. Now, if you're not aware of what that is, it's an amazing place. I've been sort of involved in it for many years, so they asked me if I'd do this quiz for them, and I jumped at the chance, to be honest, because they are amazing and we need to support this wonderful place, we really do. So if you join in this quiz this evening, basically we're asking you to make a £3 donation. It's a little bit of fun. We're not really giving a prize for the winner of the quiz because, like I say, it's a fun quiz. But if you do pay £3 donation, you'll be entered into a prize draw. We've got some amazing prizes. I'll tell you about them a little bit later on. But what you need to do, get sat down in front of your family, get yourself comfortable. I'm set up here now. I've got my beers, I've got my pint glass. I'm not going to have a beer until I finish the quiz, because if I drink them, by the time I get to end the quiz, I'll be absolutely drunk and you won't be understand a word I'm saying. I've got my toilet rolls, because we need them at the moment. Everyone should have your toilet rolls. I went to the supermarket, I weren't greedy, I just queued up as normal and I just bought 1 pack of 4 and that should be fine. 2 for this quiz, should be ample, to be honest. So that's basically all your requirements. I've got a bowl of Wotsits as well, that should get me through in case I get hungry. So get all your food and drink ready, and what I'm going to do now, I know it put on the sheet here, hosted by top comedian Pete Emmett. I was a bit embarrassed when I saw that, because I do work on after dinner circuit, but I wouldn't describe myself as a top comedian. I'm just looking at my list of bookings and the amount of bookings I've got for the next 3 months. I've wrote them down on here, so I'll show you. That's my current list of bookings for the next 3 months. So when they say I'm top comedian, I probably think they just try to jazz it up a little bit, try to get people on board, but I'm a very honest person. So what I'll do now, first of all, I don't want to confuse anyone, so how to play. Hopefully you can all see that. You pay your entry fee, £3. All you need to do, simply visit www.justgiving.com / I think it is, it's that pointy thing that goes like that, big pub quiz. And be sure to not make your donation anonymous, because you won't be in the draw if you don't put your name on. So put your name on, and we want to tell you thank you as well and make you famous for joining in and helping this amazing charity. Then visit www.bit.ly / again, oh, that'll do it, that, won't it? Big pub quiz, and that will access you your answer sheet. Now what you can do, you can fill in your answers directly onto that sheet whilst watching this quiz, or alternatively write them down on a bit of paper, okay, and then fill them in afterwards, and that gives you more chance to go on Google and get all the correct answers. I'm not encouraging you to cheat, but that's what I did at school, so just crack on. No one's going to check, there's no cameras in your house, so everyone will get maximum points on the quiz. Once your form's filled in, simply press submit, and your quiz sheet, it'll go to our fundraising team and they'll check it over and we'll announce the winners. A little bit of key information for you. The quiz will begin on Ossett Brewery's Facebook page at 8 PM Friday night, which is now. It says it'll last between 30 and 40 minutes. I might struggle for that because I've got to pad it out to last that long. And as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit, to be honest. I've got to 4 minutes so far of just pure waffle. So I've only got 26 minutes to go and a bit. Is that right? Yeah, I might die now. I better try to work this out now. So there's no prize for winning the quiz. If you do cheat, you're cheating yourself. That's what they used to say at school. I didn't go there right often, but that is what they said when I went. The prize will be allocated via a random draw, and that's going to be announced on Ossett Brewery's Facebook page 8 PM on Monday. Don't forget, you don't have to do this quiz now. If you miss out tonight, you can do it any time up till midnight on Sunday. And let's be honest, there's no else to do, is there? You can walk your dog once and then just do this quiz, bags of time. Prizes are 1 case of Ossett Brewery beers, 1 £25 Amazon voucher, so that's worth £25. And we've got a box of After Eights that I found up my loft. I think the sell-by date's still in, but you can have them on me, absolutely fine. Ossett Brewery. I just want to say something about them before I start the quiz. They are unbelievable supporters of the Forget Me Not Children's Hospice. I know everybody at the hospice is so grateful for their support. They've actually raised, in less than 10 years, £50,000 for the Forget Me Not Children's Hospice. And I think that deserves a round of applause, doesn't it? Like them NHS workers last night, because that was very, very moving, that. I went out onto my path and the whole street came out. And I don't know about you, but it just makes you so proud, doesn't it, of our country and the NHS workers. And I feel quite emotional talking about it. And I filled up last night when I saw that, because it just makes you realise we have got amazing people in this country. And I did have a little tear in my eye, and I've not really cried like that probably since my wedding day, really. And that were like a different kind of tears, because like couldn't get out of it, I had to go ahead with it. So anyway, if my wife watches this, I know I'm only joking. No, she won't be able to see it, she's in the cellar just whitewashing floor there at the moment. So, but yeah, Ossett Brewery, thank you so much for your support, absolutely unbelievable. And thanks for giving the opportunity to people who can't go to your pubs for a quiz to do it now. I think that's everything covered. Before I start on question number 1, just give you an idea of how it works. I'll do a question, you write your answer down. So this is just a practice. So this is sort of going out mainly in West Yorkshire. So I'll give you a true or false question just to get you into it. True or false, I used to go to Huddersfield University. Do you think that's true or false? Now, that's not part of your quiz. It's just a little bit of a thing to try and get you going on this, right? So I've got the questions here, and I've got up to 7 minutes now, so I'm quite pleased at that. We've padded it out quite well, which is good. I told you I can waffle for England. Okay, the first section is music. Okay, question number 1, listen carefully, this is serious. Somebody is going to win After Eights here, heads on. In Rolling Stone's magazine's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, which is the only song on the list sung in a language other than English? Can't really think of any songs. Only song I can think of, and I don't think it'll be in top 500 of all time, it was that Joe Dolce. Do you remember him? Oh, what's the matter, you? Hey, gotta no respect. Shut up your face. Good song, that. We had some good songs when I was a kid at school. Question number 2. Pauline Matthews, born in Bradford in 1947, is better known by which stage name? So Pauline Matthews, born in Bradford in 1947, is better known by which stage name? Just thinking it. Do you know Bernard Matthews, the famous turkey man? Yeah. I don't know if this will help you. He was no relation to Pauline. I just thought I'd throw that one in for you. Interesting. Question number 3. Whose debut studio album in 2008 was called The Fame? Remember my name. I'm gonna live forever. Oh no, that way. Fame, right, forget that. Question number 4. This is a tricky one, really. The most expensive paparazzi photo ever sold was of which bald pop star? Only ones I could think of were Right Said Fred, but I don't think that do gone for much, do you? No. And your last one on your music section. There's just 5 on each section. Question number 5. Which Michael Jackson hit features the lyrics, "They're out to get you, better leave while you can"? I know this one. I'm not going to sing it though, because it'll be obvious what it is, and I've got a really good voice. Ow, Jacko. How good was he? Next section. Television and film. We'll all probably do good this on moment, aren't we? Trapped in his houses. I don't really watch much television. I'm not bothered for it, but my wife, right, she watches every cookery programme going. Great British Bake Off and everything. She's obsessed with it. Every time I go in room, she's watching that. And they do some brilliant menus, but I can't understand why all I get for tea most nights is fish fingers and beans. She's not really taking any notice of these programmes, so there you go. Question number 1 on TV and film. Who played Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I'll be honest with you, I've never actually watched that. That was my vampire face. It's scary. I just looked a bit thick, to be honest. Question number 2. Name the hotel featured in the show where most of the characters stay in the series Benidorm. Benidorm. It's a brilliant programme, that, all of that. Johnny Vegas, absolute legend of a man. I've got to know Johnny through working at St Helens Rugby League Club. He's a very, very crazy man. I'll never forget, I went out for a beer with him one night, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and for some strange reason, I was piggybacking him around the town centre of St Helens in a drunken stupor for about 40 minutes, and I was aching quite a lot the day after. I had quite a bad hangover, and when I got up in the hotel in the morning, I put the television on, and the first thing that came on was Johnny in his advert for those famous tea bags, in his red jumper with the monkey. Well, I was the monkey that night, carrying him about. He's absolutely insane, is that man. Funniest man I've ever met. Question number... Sorry, I went off on a tangent there, didn't I? Question number 3. In which television show did the character Penfold appear? Long time since I watched that. I'm just giving you enough time to speak to your family. Ask them if they know their answer. I want to speak to my wife through front room window shortly and ask her if she knows the answers to the question so far. Because obviously with the virus, we are keeping a social distance, which we've kept for about 25 years now. It's cooling down now. I will let her in a couple of hours as well. It's wintry showers forecast, so she looks all right there. Got like icicles on her nose, but she'll be fine. Question number 4 on the TV and film bracket. Which Stephen King book was the first to be turned into a film in 1976? Tell you what, he made some cracking films, didn't he? Scary films. He made Salem's Lot, didn't he? Salem's Lot. I remember watching that when I was a young lad. I know we're getting a lot of toilet roll now, but I went through a lot of toilet roll watching that film. Scary stuff. And the last one on your television and film. In which James Bond film did Jaws make his first appearance? Jaws, it was that scary one, weren't it, with like funny teeth and massive hands. Sounds like I'm talking about my first girlfriend there. Very, very, very similar actually. Hope she don't see this as well, because we're married as well, so I really hope she don't see this. Your third section, your category is geography. I didn't do very well at geography at school. I went to Halifax Catholic High, and our geography teacher, he was usually in the Ivy House, so we just coloured a few books in and stuff, and didn't do very good at that subject, a bit like all the other ones. So question number 1 on geography. What is the capital of Estonia? What is the capital of Estonia? You thought we were thick then, didn't you? Yeah, I am. I'm actually thinking of going there on holiday. It's just, if you look on a map, it's just below Finland. It's supposed to be really nice. But just booked, it's looking like 4 months this year we will be going to Grimsby. which I'm really looking forward to as well. But we'll be back folks, don't get too despondent, we'll get through this. Question number 2, this is a tricky one this. What 3 colours appear on the flag of the Ivory Coast? The Ivory Coast. That's, I'll give you a little clue, it's a West African country. Produced some very, very good footballers actually. 2 that spring to mind, Didier Drogba and Yaya Toure. Both former players with top club FC Halifax Town. If you've not watched them, you need to get down there and see them actually. Question number 3. In which country would you find Machu Picchu? I don't know if I'm saying that right, I've never been. Or Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu. It's the Incan citadel set high in the mountains of a very well-known country. Question number 4. What is the capital city of the state of New York? It is a state actually, is New York. And actually, I live in Ovenden in Halifax, and that is also a state in a right state, if you've not been over. It's a nice day out for your families if you've never been before. We always have a lot going on here. Just get tooled up and that before you come here and that, and make sure it locks down on your car. Drive through very fast and we'll give you a wave. And just get through safe. And the last one on your geography. Question number 5. Lindisfarne in England is also known by what name? Now, how many of you watching this quiz, be honest with me, didn't know that Lindisfarne was a place? You just thought it was the group from the 70s. I can remember then. And I remember a famous footballer covered one of their songs. This is not part of the quiz, I've just thought of it now. The fog on the Tyne is all main. The fog on the Tyne is all main. Lindisfarne sung that, and Gaza, Paul Gascoigne, he did a cover version of that. And how that didn't get to number 1 was, I just can't get my head around it. Absolute travesty. What a talent with the microphone Gaza was. Right, next one. This will get you all talking to each other, I hope. Name the year is the next section. Again, we've got 5 questions for you. Question number 1. Name the year Michael Jackson, Madonna and Ellen DeGeneres were born. Ellen DeGeneres. She's got the TV show, hasn't she? I've only watched it a couple of times. Did you know that Ellen DeGeneres has got a sister from Yorkshire? You didn't know that, yeah? Yeah. Not very generous, are we all? No, we're not tight. We're just careful with our money, of which I haven't got any at this moment in time. Question number 2 on Name the Year. What was the year that the Titanic set sail? How many people thought it set off from Liverpool? It actually set off from Southampton, if memory serves me right. I weren't around at that time, but I look like, with my grey hair and that, I probably look like I were born around about that year. Question number 3. I hope you're enjoying this. I've never done this something like this before. It's a little bit weird, just sat in a room talking to a camera on my own, and it's a little bit like one of my comedy gigs actually, because I don't really get audiences when I do them anyway, so I'm getting quite into this now. So question number 3 on Name the Year. Name the year that Elvis Presley died. What a talent he was. Everyone loved Elvis, didn't they? Class. Question number 4. Name the year of the first ever national lottery draw. Now, I was surprised at this answer. I'm not going to give you any more clues than that, but it's been going a little bit longer than I thought. I tell you what, could do with winning that at the moment, couldn't we? If you're still putting a lottery numbers on and you're watching this video and I don't know you and you win, just please contact me as soon as possible, because I'd like to become a friend of yours and help you just sort of spend that money if you get it. And the way things are at the moment, if you get 3 numbers, could you ring us immediately, because I could really do with a fiver. I'm actually going to run out of skull, I reckon, in the next 24 hours. So this is a serious crisis. And if you run out of beer at your home, I've got some good news for you, because Ossett Brewery, they actually do a home delivery service in West Yorkshire. If you spend £25, you get free next day delivery. I think that's worth a crack, that, innit? Give them a call, get your beers delivered to your house as well. I've got 2 articulated lorries coming to drop my wife's rations off for this weekend. She should be fine. Right, your final one on Name the Year. I know I'm going on a bit. I've got to pad this out for 30 minutes. Final one, Name the Year. Question number 5. Name the year that Gordon Brown resigned as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Right, we've all done that. 2 categories left. My favourites, my 2 favourite categories coming up. The next one is sport. I love my sport. And the next one is food and drink after that. So, question number 1 in sport. In which year did Maradona score his infamous Hand of God goal? For those that don't know who Maradona is, he's the little Argentinian footballer. Looked like Susan Boyle's love child. The little cheating Argentinian footballer. Don't like him for what he did to our country, but each to their own, eh? Each to their own. Cheat. Question number 2. Who was, or stroke is, the most expensive Irish footballer of all time? The most expensive Irish footballer of all time. I'll just tell you a quick story, actually, going on to that. I'm lucky because I work in football. I work at Everton Football Club and I work at Liverpool Football Club. And when I work at Liverpool, I've got a suit, so I look like, I don't dress up like one of the former players, but I suppose I look like I'm going to turn up on match days because I've got my suit and my little badge and my tie. And I'm going into the new stand at Anfield. This was about 6 months ago. And as I'm walking to the reception, I've got my little briefcase and there's a few fans mill about, and I get there about 3 hours before kick-off. And a chap chased after me, and he was really polite. He was about 60 years old, and he collared me. He said, excuse me. And I'm a polite person being brought up properly. I said, yes, mate. He says, would you mind if I have a selfie, please? And I thought, yeah, how nice is that? He wants a selfie with me. I just work at the club, and he must have seen me, and it made me feel quite good, really. So he put his arm up like that, took his selfie with me, said thank you. I said, no, cheers, mate. It made me day, really. It's nice to be thought of, innit, really? And he says to me, just sorry to bother you again, just as I'm turning away to go into reception to host at the game. He says, it is John Aldridge, isn't it? And a moment of horror came over me because he actually thought I was former Liverpool player John Aldridge. And I had to tell him, no, I says, I'm not. And he says, oh, which one are you then? I says, no, I'm not, mate. I says, I'm just Pete. I host in the Legends Lounge at the games, like. And he went, all right. And I won't tell his exact words, but he deleted that photo from his phone straight away and called me quite a rude name. But I admired him for his honesty. And then I went into the lounge and I'm sat there with Steve Staunton, another famous Irish footballer. And I was telling him the story and he was laughing his head off. And John Aldridge came in. And I told John Aldridge that I'd been mistaken for him. And I was quite upset about that. He was absolutely mortified. I mean, genuinely mortified. I mean, I know I'm not the best looking of lads, but I thought he'd been quite chuffed with being thinking people look like him. This is more of a poor man's Daniel O'Donnell from Halifax. So I padded it out a bit for a couple of minutes, didn't it? Right then. So your next one, question number 3. How many Grand Slam titles has Andy Murray won? The charismatic Scottish tennis player. He's brilliant, by the way. I'll give you a clue. It's more than 1, but less than 20. So that might help you a little bit. Question number 4. Who was the first ever British Formula 1 world champion? I didn't know this. And your next one, question number 5. Who were the 2019 Netball World Cup champions? Our ladies were brilliant in that, weren't they, as well? I love watching them, they're fantastic. But they didn't go on to win it, so I've just told you it were England there. I used to play amateur rugby league for a team called Illingworth, and a lot of people got mixed up and thought that I'd got confused, and when I would actually look like I was playing netball when I got the ball, I were the most aggressive player really, but I got stuck in. Final category, food and drink. It's getting intense now. I hope you're all doing really well on this quiz. I mean, I've got a lot of the answers wrong and I wrote the quiz, so it just tell you that I'm not the brightest person you'll ever meet. So your final category, food and drink. Question number 1, which food product has used the slogan, "Taste the Rainbow," since 1994? I didn't know this one. Question number 2, which of these isn't the name of an Ossett Brewery pub? The Black Bull, the Cross Keys, or the Hare and Hounds? So which of those is not an Ossett Brewery pub? Fuck that. Their products are taking hold of me now. Question number 3. Which country invented the croissant? I didn't know I could speak different languages, did you? We're not big on croissants in Ovenden. Our breakfast is mainly no frills bacon sandwich and a can of Skol, so croissants, not really for us. Question number 4, the penultimate question of our first quiz. What do Walkers declare as being their most popular flavour of crisps? So what is Walker's most popular flavoured bag of crisps? Big word that with me, wasn't it? Not crisps, penultimate. Quite impressed with my intelligence there. And question number 5. Which of these is the name of a salt beer factory beer? Mute, Jute, or Cute? You definitely wouldn't refer to me as that last one, Cute. So which of these is the name of a salt beer factory beer? Mute, Jute, or Cute? And that, ladies and gents, boys and girls, is the end of our Ossett Brewery quiz in aid of the Forget-Me-Not Children's Hospice. Thank you all, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, for getting involved in this and supporting amazing charity. Lots of charities are struggling out there now, and they're going to do, because their income, they're just going to struggle because the money's not coming in like it would be. So if you have paid your £3 to have a go at this quiz, if we get 100 people paying £3, we will raise for Forget-Me-Not Children's Hospice, right? Approximately a lot of money, which they really need as well. So thank you honestly for joining in. Maybe we'll do it every week. We'll see how it goes, see what kind of feedback we get in. I'll let you know how much it raises for that facility. And I nearly forgot, I said my practice question, true or false at the beginning. True or false, did I attend Huddersfield University? How many people out there have listened to me, thought he's a bit thick, and thought there's no way he went to Huddersfield University? Be honest. Well, the answer, surprisingly, is I did attend Huddersfield University. Yeah, so get that into you. And I'm going to be honest with you as well, up until now, that is the best cleaning job that I have ever had, and I could do with going back there and getting another job somewhere else, because I don't think I am the next Bamber Gascoigne on University Challenge on the back of this quiz. But I've enjoyed it. I hope you have. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you once again for your support, and give yourself a round of applause. All the way. Thank you. Bye bye.